The Diary of Anne Frank is an excellent example of multicultural nonfiction that is relatable for an adolescent audience. Anne is a Jewish teen who must go into hiding to avoid being taken to a concentration camp. The diary begins on the date of Anne's 13th birthday in 1942. The beginning of the book reads just like any typical middle school student's would, with commentary about her friends, romantic feelings for boys, and her school, the Jewish Lyceum in Amsterdam. These details automatically draw the reader in and make her circumstances seem relevant to today's teenage experience. The book takes place in the Netherlands, though Anne was originally from Germany. Her family moved to avoid religious persecution right before the beginning of World War II. The Franks, along with the Van Dan's family and a man named Mr. Dussel, hid in an annex above Mr. Frank's business office. They had to live off of the meager amount of food that could be snuck upstairs. Some of Otto Frank's employees knew about the secret living arrangement and would help smuggle supplies to the family and keep them informed with important news. The radio played an integral role in the daily life of the people in the annex, allowing them to keep tabs on the progression of the war. Some of these snippets are included in the diary, giving the reader an idea of the context in which the events occurred. The city of Amsterdam is destroyed during the war, leading to food scarcities and crime. Oftentimes, Anne discusses how alone and lonely she feels. Like many teens, she has a turbulent relationship with the adults she shares her space with, and there isn't much space to begin with. Anne also talks about her mother's inadequacies in showing her love. Anne does have a special relationship with her father, however, and always strives to please him. His generous nature gains him a lot of respect and admiration from Anne. Margot is Anne's sister, but the two girls are not very close. One fulfilling relationship in her life is the friendship and crush she develops on Peter Van Dan, who also lives in the annex. Neither of her parents approve of the time she spends with him, so she ends up spending less time with him to appease them. As the diary progresses over the course of the 2 years, Anne becomes more reflective in her entries. She reflects on herself and her place in such a tumultuous time period, as well as why people could possibly be so mean to one another. Her profound insights make her wise beyond her years. She attempts to understand and make sense of why the Jewish community has been singled out and discriminated against. In addition, she struggles with her national identity. She was born a German citizen, but her citizenship was revoked. Many people in Amsterdam were not supportive of the Jewish people either. She also struggles to find her place as she is a member of a persecuted group but wants to be seen as a unique individual. Her journey to almost her 15th birthday is filled with ups and downs, leaving the reader feeling like they themselves have dealt with being confined and persecuted against. The complex emotions Anne experiences makes World War II come to life and evokes strong emotions from the reader. The ending of the diary, just a regular day in 1944, left me stunned as the reality that Anne's family had been discovered sank in. I was expecting the story to continue, but instead it just came to a tragic halt. I would most definitely use this book in my future classroom because it makes history personal and relative to the lives of my students. Her insights and opinions would likely incite comments from my class and allow them to interact with the text on a deeper level. I really enjoyed reading the book, even though the topic is not uplifting. The reality that this was an actual person's diary connected me with the book in ways that a typical nonfiction text would not.